Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Alamo Drafthouse. I trust most of you have been here before. Oh, well, if you haven't, you're in for a surprise. We're showing event horizon. So, guys, my name is Eve. I'm one of the servers here, and I'm also one of the hosts. So, welcome to Event Horizon. Thank you all very much for coming out here tonight. This movie's really awesome. I saw this movie when it first came out, August of 1997. I remember the trailers, the commercials, the posters. You just couldn't escape all the advertisements for it. Nobody really knew what this movie was. I had no idea who really Paul Anderson was at the time. I didn't realize he directed Mortal Kombat. Funny story with that is I saw this in California with my brother outside Universal Studios in Universal City. My parents went out to dinner after we went on all the rides and all that, and I was with my brother. We were just like, oh, let's go to the movies after some dinner, and we went to go see Event Horizon. And years later, I found out who Paul Anderson was, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. We saw Event Horizon in the same exact movie theater that we saw Mortal Kombat in 2 years prior to this. So it's kind of weird how I saw two Paul Anderson movies in the same exact movie theater. But yeah, I really fell in love with this movie. How many people have seen this? I'm sure all of you have, right? And any people who haven't seen it? Oh wow, yeah, you guys, this movie's like really creepy. It's one of the scariest movies of the 1990s that I remember, along with The Relic, which came out the same year in '97. There's some other horror films like Scream and stuff like that, but nothing as unique as this movie. And it was very influenced by Alien, and it was influenced by The Shining, and it was influenced by a lot of stuff. I wouldn't say that they ripped anything off. The director just kind of took what he grew up watching and kind of blended it into this really horrific science fiction horror movie. Even before this movie came out, this movie was apparently went through test screenings. Originally, the runtime for this movie was like 120-something minutes long, and there was deleted scenes that kind of explored characters and relationships a little bit further. But there's one scene in the movie, and you're all going to see it, but you're going to see snippets of it. They call it like this horror sex orgy scene. Yeah, you guys remember. This scene lasted for about like 5 to 6 minutes, and it's been reported that during the test screenings, people fainted during the screenings, and the studio, they just were totally against it. They kind of intervened on this movie. I think Paul Anderson didn't really have a good time, but over the years, it picked up cult status, and he realized this is like his best movie he's ever made. I think Resident Evil was like his last one, and yeah, the cut that we're going to run is like 90 minutes, so it's the original theatrical cut. Unfortunately, a couple weeks ago, Paul Anderson kind of, somebody asked him about a director's cut to Event Horizon, and he said, looks like it's not going to happen, because at the time, the studio really didn't regard this movie very highly, so whatever extra footage they had, the studio said, just put it over here, do whatever you want with it, and it seems like somebody trashed it or whatever, unfortunately. But if you go on YouTube, you type in deleted scenes, you'll find a couple of rough cuts, you'll find a couple of rough deleted scenes. Interesting though, somebody slowed down all of the sex horror orgy scene, so you could really see it in slow motion. And it was an interesting scene, and I could see why people fainted, that the scene was so well put together. They hired actors that had missing limbs, they had deformities. They were just like, kind of like freaks, like stage freak actors. They hired specifically for that scene, and it was just ultra gory and ultra violent. So I wish we hope to see it one day, kind of like the cliffhanger NC-17 version. I'm sure you guys have heard about that, or the other film that Paramount kind of apparently had a 3.5-hour cut of Mission Impossible 2, which I would love to see, but I don't think it's ever going to happen. So. But guys, you're really, for people who have seen this, it's a movie to return to. And for people who haven't seen it, just be prepared. You're gonna have some nightmares tonight.
Yeah.
Like seriously, for real. And it's also, look at this movie. It's very Paramount Pictures in the 1990s. I think it's the film stock that they kind of used throughout most of the 90s in their Jack Ryan films and like their other science fiction films, like the Star Trek series. So the look of this is like, pure film before like everything went digital. So please really appreciate that. It's my third time seeing this on film. I saw it again when it first came out. I saw it for the Dismember the Alamo Marathon, which we showed here. That was like a big secret print. And now it's third time, so hopefully we show it again here. Guys, please remember, no talking and no texting during the movie. And please take care of your server, Taylor. She's the only one in the theater tonight helping you out, so please definitely take care of her. And I want you guys to really enjoy this. It's a great movie to enjoy together, especially in the dark in a nice, quiet theater, all right? Enjoy. Thanks for coming.